Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to PA's Perpetual Testing. Today we're looking at another map from the new area, and this one's called Blank. It is completely notable in my mind for being one of the first test chambers I've seen in the Perpetual Testing Initiative to feature white walls absolutely goddamn everywhere, and it is beautiful to see. Okay, so got a button toggle here that activates an emancipation grid, but also opens the door. I've got a deadly floor, so I should probably be careful of that. Let's see what else we have over there. I heard, or I saw in the map description rather, that there was supposed to be a bridge somewhere. And I gotta say, rather than creating a chamber that is simply a bunch of black panels everywhere and you have to figure out methods of getting around everywhere, simply making the physical construction of the chamber a bit more eclectic, and then getting the challenge out of the chamber by simply placing all these different shapes around everywhere, it's really actually a pretty good idea. So I've got a blue portal there. Now my orange portal will fire a hard light bridge whenever I need it to. But I do have to be careful, as it is entirely possible for me to fail horribly here. Okay, so what I need to know about this is that once I press this button, an emancipation grid will activate oh, damn it. An emancipation grid will activate there. That emancipation grid will effectively stop me from moving any further, which means that I need to somehow get past it then without, or rather with just pretty much nothing else on my side but this bridge. Of course, that's actually fairly simple, given the fact that my hard light bridge is in fact a portal to the other side here. So now, with this bridge, instead of creating a bridge straight across, as you might think you'd want to do, instead what I have to do is create a bridge sideways across the exit, and then kind of make a leap of faith here. And fail. Naturally. Alright. So let's just do this one more time. Alright, speedrun style. Let's do this. Don't need to press that, but blue, orange, fly through, blue, orange, fly through. I gotta say though, I'm just so glad that at long last I'm finally playing another map that that's in the style of Portal 1 rather than Portal 2, put it that way. Because Portal 1 was very much about the freedom to create portals anywhere, and just your ability to do so. Whereas the second game was a lot more about kind of, I don't know, it's more about figuring out how to solve a couple of different things, getting a couple of tools and fixing them. And those tools would include the portalable surfaces, whereas in Portal 1 and in now the map Blank, I can definitely see the effort that went into making sure that there's actually still some sort of test here. Though, okay, I'm gonna quick save this time. Though it is slightly let down. Really? As I was saying, I can definitely see the effort that went in here, although the effort is slightly misplaced. What if I place this slightly lower and then jumped in? I would need it actually a little bit higher than this. Okay, that should work. There we go, made it. Alright, so I gotta say, I liked it. It was not complex, make no mistake. It was a fairly small test chamber with one test, effectively. However, the fact that you had just one tool, and that you had so many options for looking at this test chamber, and that he was still able to kind of enforce a solution which is putting the bridge sideways on that exit area, he was still able to enforce that despite the fact that he didn't really have, what am I trying to say? He was still able to enforce that without limiting the amount of surfaces that you had, which meant you could go anywhere within this test chamber. There was no limit to what you could do based on surfaces that he provides. And I really enjoy that sort of thing, because it makes it a lot more fun, just because at the very beginning of my second run through the chamber, you saw me just place a portal for a portal fling. There was no point to it. There was no reason for it. But I did it because it was fun. And a lot of these tests are good, and a lot of them will be fun that way. But a lot of test chambers will actually be limited by creating their solutions. Because, don't get me wrong, a test like this is going to be very difficult to make unless you're careful with the test puzzles. Simply because the actual puzzle itself, the more open spaces you have with the puzzle, the greater possibility that there is that the puzzle that you have is going to be solved by a means that you didn't anticipate. And while that can work, if the solution that the player finds is too easy, it can actually sort of diminish the test itself. Or the effects of the test, I guess? You know what I mean. Anyway, let's go on to the next test chamber. Alright, and now our next test chamber, Dragon Drop by Miketorious. Right off the bat, got a couple of turrets I'm going to have to destroy to get to the exit. Don't have an area for a hard light bridge, so I'm assuming some sort of bridge will raise up near the exit. Got an interesting shadow area here. This is actually quite cool, I like this. A lot of test chambers will take it upon themselves to almost, I'm gonna get a quick save here just because deadly traps and all that jazz and yada yada. A lot of test chambers will focus on making sure they're completely well lit, and I don't know if you absolutely need to do that. I think it's entirely possible that you could create a good test chamber that's fun to look at and fun to play, and that's what I was kind of afraid of there. You can create a good looking test chamber without any sort of issues without making it fully lit. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to go up there yet. Maybe there will be a hard light bridge that I do get later in the test chamber. Or maybe I'm an idiot and I have Propulsion Gel. This is a distinct possibility. Okay, so if we just put Propulsion Gel all over the floor here. Yeah, or mostly all over the floor. It seems like getting gel to the very beginning of a path always seems to be one of the most troublesome parts. So if I place my portal so the very bottom of it is the part that's touching the gel, will that... It almost gets it. Let's try this one more time. Anything over there? Okay, yeah, that looks pretty well covered. So now orange, then blue, and quick save for posterity's sake. And let's grab whatever's up here. It is a sphere. With a redispense button though, so good on you. You already know the basic rule of making sure that you can redispense whatever you lose. But now, how do I get out? I'm serious. How the hell do I get off of this? I don't see a way. I don't see a way in the slightest. I could jump. That wouldn't work out too well. Can wander into this little corner area. That's not doing too much. If I redispense a cube, does anything, or a sphere, does anything else happen? No? Is there anything below me I'm not seeing? Doesn't appear to be. Alright, I think we're stuck. Let's restart from before the quick save. I have an idea. Alright. So this time, before I go up there, I'm going to place some gel up there. There we go. As you can see, I now have Propulsion Gel on the top of the area as well. Now, we'll quick save once more. And grab our sphere. Sphere just fell off the edge, but that's fine. New one will dispense for us. And now I have to get back across. This is actually slightly easier this time, since I have the ability to get slightly more momentum. I could have placed my propulsion gel a bit closer to the edge, but I'm able to make it across anyway. Okay, so that is, it appears to be, that anyway, completely and totally inescapable without completing everything. So just something to be wary of is inescapable tests. Okay, now let's see here. I think I need to get across there as well. I do already have my little acceleration gate over here, so I don't need to worry too much about placing that again. Lots of white surfaces, by the way. It's good. It's not amazing, but the black areas actually do have their own aesthetic to them. It's like, here is an area that you are definitely not supposed to go to. Okay, so orange portal up there, blue portal down at the bottom. If I place this here, I'll fly a little bit further, and then place another one, fly even further, and promptly continue to not make it. Okay, so I can't get through here. Brilliant. So what about here, though? I can get a cube from here, right? Right. Now, blue portal. Oh, that's actually enough in just the first jump. Good. Now I just need to get back up there, which is simple enough. Hop through. And now, I might as well get over there faster. No reason to walk the whole way. And that creates the way to the exit. So now the only thing I need is going to be the repulsion, or the repulsion gel, the bounce gel from over here. But to do that, I need to be able to get over to the repulsion gel, which means I'm going to need to get up there. Unless it's possible for me to simply place a portal underneath it without being over there. I think it might be, actually. Let's give that a shot. Yep, okay. Much improved. Now just blue portal right there. I now have bounce gel coming out. Okay, nope. No. Okay. Now I have bounce gel coming out of here. And it's not nearly powerful enough to destroy the turrets. See, that's an issue. Because I have a feeling that was the intended solution. I have a serious feeling that that was the intended solution. And it's not working. What if I flung me over there? What if, instead of trusting my cube to destroy these things, I just took it upon myself? I mean, how do I get out? But it worked. Alright, so let's see if I can get some repulsion gel over by those turrets. Because if I can, if there's some way for me to get repulsion gel over in the area with those turrets, then I'll actually be able to fly out after I've gotten... Okay, and that's a perfect arc. And that, I think, is what was supposed to happen the first time around. But it didn't. Because the blue gel does not have sufficient velocity to do that. Which is a problem. Let's just quick save here, hop across again, destroy the turrets, same as last time. By the way, something I've never figured out, what does propulsion gel do on objects? Does it just make them move? Oh yeah, they just continue moving, okay. Now I've just got to make this jump across and I'm gold. So, quick save. Oh, I loaded! I knew my frequent quick saving would doom me, but it appears that I saved and loaded at the same time, so... Okay, hopped across, good, we're out. I really don't think that was the intended solution, but I also think the intended solution wasn't working. It's possible that this is what the map creator intended, however, I think I can see what he intended, and I don't think it worked. There are a couple of things that were problematic. The area right up here where you first got the sphere was technically a death trap unless you placed propulsion gel first. The area over here by the repulsion gel was not accessible unless you flew out of here and created a portal. Might have been intentional on that one. But then the repulsion gel, which I'm pretty sure was supposed to fling over to the turrets and kill them all, once you got through there, didn't work at all because the angled surface for the repulsion gel was not sufficiently angled to be able to let the gel fly fully. Also, the gel itself did not have the velocity to get over the wall. So you could create a bounce gel platform for yourself to get over, and then you could go kill the turrets, but then you'd be trapped there unless you'd place propulsion gel there beforehand. So the test is solvable, sorta, in that it's solvable, but it's not solvable by the means that I believe the creator intended. The area with the further drop over by where you got the cube and where the repulsion gel was, I'm pretty sure that he intended for that to be able to get you to the repulsion gel area. However, that's not possible due to a max velocity cap in Portal. Even if I placed my portal at the very top of the wall behind me, and I did a double portal jump through that area, flying out and creating a second portal in the very bottom of the pit, and flying again, it is still not enough velocity to get through because my velocity capped out like a block or two below that jump. It's just not possible to get through. It is possible to get over there through use of portaling and creating portals where you probably shouldn't be, but again, I really don't believe that's intended. It is a decent map though, so kudos on that. And now that I think about it, maybe what I was supposed to do instead of flinging out through there again was create a second portal next to the one I was flying in and then jump up through it, but what's done is done. So, until tomorrow, this has been PA, and thanks for watching.